So here's Katie.
You might think this is a follow-on to the roller derby because I'm talking about easy women, but I'm really talking about what's happening nowadays with the women in the workplace. I've never heard so much about work-life balance and how we're slowly going insane. So a little bit of a history lesson. Let's start with your mama. Because for those of you that are 40 and over, this really has to do a lot with you. But most of us had mamas that didn't work. And in fact, if they had breast cancer, guess who signed the permission slip? If they were doing a job exactly the same as a man, guess how much they were paid? You could just shout out here.
70%.
58 cents to the dollar. Women now are 51% of the workforce, yet we're only in 18% of leadership positions. And I'm kind of starting to wonder what's going on with that. We make still now 77 cents for each dollar that a man makes. So we've come a long way, but we're still trying to kind of figure out what's going on. And the world in which we're living in is not the one where our mothers lived in. We've made some advances, and lots of us still like to be June Cleaver and working at home. Lots of us like to be in a position where maybe we're not in leadership, and that's okay too. But what about those of us that find ourselves in a Wonder Woman position, and we're at work, and we're really wanting to use those skills? We know that we're pretty good at things. We engage others more readily. We add to the bottom line. Research has showed that we actually add when they're to the benefit and the profit of an organization when women are involved. So a gender-neutral society is a really good one, gender-neutral workplace. Guess what percentage of people think that you have to act like a man to be taken seriously? 30% of us. Well, we pushed pretty hard to get here, and I don't mean that kind of push. But we've come real far. And we like working in the workplace, and we like being with men, but what the hell happened? Women want to be liberated from women's liberation. There's some new pioneer of us out there. There's one of us that looks like, and it wasn't really her, but when I Googled pioneer, that's the best thing I could get. She's the prettiest thing. What do we need to look like to be a liberated woman? Well, the new liberated woman is not doing this in the workplace. We're not advocating that. We want a balance, and in fact, in some situations, we love working with men. I'll say in all situations. And men love working with women as well. So what's a gender-neutral society look like? Well, first of all, at work, here's some of the skills that we like to bring into play. We're great at empathy. We multitask. My God, we're in so many different areas, including home, community. We're great at collaboration. And our communication skills are great. I mean, how many of you would say, sometimes people act like children in the workplace? That's where motherhood comes in, all right? We're really good at that. Here's an example of great communication and why motherhood and knowing how the family works is good in this way. Imagine a family dinner setting with myself, my husband, my 2 young daughters, and we just finished dinner with my dad and his wife. And I'm with my 2 young daughters, and my stepmother says, so girls, what would you like tomorrow night for dinner? The 7-year-old, of course, says, mac and cheese. The 5-year-old holds up her fork and says, screw mac and cheese. The dinner table got kind of quiet. But what I knew, because women are excellent interpreters of communication, is she was talking about those little corkscrew mac and cheese. Yeah, the little spirals, see? We know how to interpret. So, and just like what happens when the slides go wrong, our story is not so much about what happens to us as it is about what we make of what happens to us. We've been through a lot. We don't want men to be having babies. We just want to have a certain percentage of say in the workplace, and we've proven that 30% is a key level. It was proven at Harvard that once you get 30% of any minority, it becomes a little less of an anomaly. We become not just that woman doesn't belong here, but she's a part of what's going on here. So balance is great. Norway did it. They got from, in 2002 to 2005, they went from 11% women leading their organizations to 22%. So we're going to have to adapt, and we're going to have to evolve. And it might be a little bit uncomfortable for us for a little while, but I think we can do it without being so insane. And we want a workplace that looks really great. No, not really like that, where we're bumping, and not like that, where those two are kissing. But maybe more like this, where things are happy, And we're embracing one another's skills because we've all got them. 2 tips that I'll leave with you because this book is for sale out in the lobby later. Number 110, watch your feminine charm. Use it for good and not for evil. And number 153, don't tour the world looking for the best leadership approach. Find a good, simple, decent one and live by it. Thank you.